Hey, what's up? This is Faust. So, I'm gonna tell you a story about a buddy of mine. So, we're gonna call this buddy on this story buddy from work. Let's call him Brad. Let's call this guy Brad. Okay, so this homie I've known this homie for years. Chill fellow, not too bad. Pretty loyal for the longest time. Okay, so let me tell you a story about this guy. One story on him. So this is a while back. Alright, so back in the day, this guy he's had so little interaction with women. Like literally. He just could not, he just had no clue how to talk to them. So for years, me and a few friends, we've been actually trying to help him and have him talk to women a bit more. But the thing is that he just was not good at it. Had the old way, the old mindset of women, stuff like that. Okay, so when he finally gets a girl, so let's get past that part. When he finally gets a girl, he goes for kind of, it's like a second class woman kind of thing we're talking about. At least this woman's at least 10 years older than him. She doesn't really can't do anything by herself. Because we're talking about when we heard he got a girl, we met her, talked to her, we kind of found out that she's missing some marbles up there and just off. Okay, but here's the part that really gets us all. Okay, so we tried helping her get a job. She just can't keep a job just because she's kind of missing some marbles, so everybody can tell that. So that usually ends up her losing a job or two. Alright, but the crazy thing is that we did not know until later on as this relationship goes on is how controlling she is, and then how she expects our buddy to act to her in public. And we're talking about, this is a level of, she wants him to act like a freaking dude, like a bent over simp. So like always cuddling, hugging, kissing on her, doing everything she says, doing all that shit. And it's just we've even come up to the guy and telling him homie, what the hell are you doing? This looks pathetic, and it makes you look very bad. And also we told her, dude, it doesn't reflect on her at all. It reflects on you. It makes you look bad, not her. Yeah, she's not the kind of a woman who's complaining about, oh, he's so attached. Oh, I can't get away from him. No, she'd like that. She'd like that. She wanted that at all times. So she didn't complain about that. And then just the way she talked with him and everything, it was kind of like he was a slave. It's hey, go get me that, do this, do that. Just ordered him everywhere, and she's just right there. And it's dude, I'm thinking this woman isn't good enough looking to do anything like that. Dude, we're not talking about you're going for a fucking a 15 out of 10. Okay, I can see some guys okay, they're acting a little like that because it's, damn, dude, that chick's hot. But nah, dude, I'm saying at most on a good day, if she really tried, she's a 6. So above average, but on normal days, she's a 4 or a 5. Yeah, because a 5 out of 10 is average. That's the center way. 10 is like a freaking like Greek god statue kind of thing, like that, like Grecian god level, like the highest pinnacle of human perfection, of like kind of shit like that. So that's a 10. But dude, 5, yeah, dude, she's 5 if she tried, she's 4 if she didn't, and she's 6 if she put in the effort. Okay, so for a while, me and others kept telling him, like, dude, you were being kind of like, dude, she's kind of punking you out, and we can see that. And then he just didn't listen to us, because for some reason he just always had a chip on his shoulder, thought that he was smarter than everyone else, and everyone else knew that he wasn't, so everyone just was annoyed with him because he always acted like he was the smartest person around, and everyone knows he wasn't, kind of thing. And he just wouldn't learn or listen to anything unless he went through it himself. So it's like, yeah, you can tell the guy is, hey, don't touch the oven when it's red. Don't touch that red coil right there. And then he would touch it, and he's like, oh shit, it's hot, don't touch that red coil. I'm like, dude, we just told you don't touch it. Why did you touch it? And then he just wouldn't answer, kind of shit like that. So that's the kind of Joe he is. All right. And then eventually he started kind of like separating from us, and then whenever he hung out, he was always defending and fighting us about everything we like jump on him about. And then they break up, and then he told us a lot of this shit is that she likes us to be or likes him to be like that. What the is that retard doing? Oh. He told us like all this stuff is he wants she wanted her, or the bitch wanted the guy to act like that. So being all simpy, being cuddly all the time, and if they got home, she would always yell at him if he didn't act perfect, always starting the fight. And the guy, and she's one of those strong-hearted, like one of those strong-willed women that need a strong-willed man, because that's how they match up. But we're talking about our buddy here. So Lame Joe is, fuck, dude. He just couldn't stand up against a butterfly kind of guy. He's very, very weak-willed, just wouldn't listen. He lived with his family for a while, so it's just like, dude, very weak-willed, okay? And it just like, the first time he ever moved out was he moved out to live with her for about a year or so. And then they're together, and then just like, he wanted her to like, hey, submit to him so he could be the leader of it. But the thing is that he never showed any qualities of leadership or like any strong will at all, and she's just clearly stronger willed than him. And it's like, dude, come on. Like, first, your choice of women is kind of bad. That's kind of led you into this kind of predicament. And secondly, was that you caved in to her so many times when she wanted you to do this, everything being a slave. Top of it, she didn't work. So she lived pretty much on her ass, doing nothing, and like literally having him simping everything for her. And then go figure, around his back, she's constantly cheating on him, always going to girls' nights, and then like coming back the next day and just shit like that. And it's like, dude, that's like clear things of cheating. Why the hell are you keep doing it? And then it's like, because the guy has no self-respect, and he just like the first woman that showed any interest in him, he just fell head over heels and tried to do everything. It's like, dude, the way you're treating this woman is like you have a ring on, like she has a ring on her finger, and you've been and you guys got a few kids together. So like, nah. Oh. Hold up. I need to turn off the freaking heater. I'm like dying right now from the heat. All right. And he just couldn't do anything because she always dangled like, oh, I'll break up with you if you don't do this. I'll break up with you if I don't do this. And that just like made him just fall over. It's like, dude, she's clearly using you. She's using you as a free place to live and a meal ticket. And then like years later, they get back together and she's doing the same shit. The same kind of shit, like not working, forcing him to get an apartment he really can't afford. He's pretty much doing everything we're talking about. Is like, this is like around 10 years later, homie. So this woman's over 40 something, and it's like, dude, she's damn near 10 years older than you, and she's not, and she can't have kids anymore. Why the hell are you simping so hard for a freaking woman that you can't have children with, that isn't even that good looking, that you're literally just what's it called, the image of her in your head is so perfect, even though that she clearly treats you like crap all the time. It's like, dude, simping kills you. It's like, because some people, they literally know nothing else besides the simp, and that's all that they can do. They've never had any other options. They never had any kind of mindset other, or really seen anything else. Yeah, they've seen married couples and things together, and it's like, okay, the husband's doing this stuff for the wife, so I have to do this for my girlfriend. It's like, well, it's a little bit different for the wife, because it's like, yeah, but still, it's, if you're married, it's like, yeah, the wife is supposed to act a certain way, husband's supposed to act a certain way. We all got our own roles in this. So we got our roles in this, and we play our parts. Okay? And it just doesn't make sense. Why? Why are you acting like that? But it does make sense when you see it from that point, is that they know nothing else, and all they ever see is like, hey, this is how you act, this is how you should be. But they know nothing else, and they literally feel like they have no other opportunity or chance to get anything else, and this is their best chance to get their fairy tale ending. And it's like literally some guy hooking, like chasing after a crack whore, because it's like, oh, she has red hairs and 3 freckles on her left cheek, that's my dream girl, oh my gosh. And then he constantly keeps getting mad at her for cheating and doing crack all the time. It's like, dude, you literally got a crack whore. There's 2 parts of it. It's the crack and the whore part, and those are the 2 parts you don't like, and those are the 2 parts you sought after. So why are you complaining about it? It's also that mentality of like, oh, like the female mentality is like, oh, he's such a bad boy, I can change him. It's like, no, you're not a woman, that's not a man, it's not going to happen. Yeah, a bad boy might be a bad boy, but once they start getting some responsibility, yeah, they start changing. But it's kind of like, hey, I have responsibilities, I have to take care of them. I'm still the same guy, but I have work, I have kids now, so I need to work on that, I need to take care of them. Oh yeah, I'm still down for partying and gaming, but I can only do it during this time because I need to go to work. Oh yeah, I can't do it during this time because I need to watch the kids, or I need to put the kids to bed. It's like, the guy didn't change, it's just that he took on responsibilities that he knew he had to do. That's what it is. It's like, that's the reason why a lot of women get pissed. It's like, dude, you didn't change the guy, you just gave him some responsibilities that now he's doing, and you're thinking that change. And then just the mindset of like how the women is like, oh, I change a guy. Oh, if I can change him in this, I can change him in everything. He can be my perfect little puppet. They're never going to say that, but that's exactly what they're thinking. Because if you don't believe me, dude, I've seen so many freaking Twitter and Facebook posts and shit like that that's saying it's like, I want a guy who can understand that I'm single and he's not. It's like, dude, that's not how a relationship works. Yeah, you can probably find a few cucks who have no self-respect and are willing to be treated anyway just for a little bit of slippery friction, but it's like, dude, really? That's not how things work. That's not how people truly are. Just in the mass. But of course, there's always those exceptions, and which those exceptions are highly focused on. Like the big time cucks and shit like that, and the simps. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's people that have no self-respect, that literally believe they don't have any other option, and that have literally been told their whole life that, oh hey, this 3 inches of real estate is the best thing in the world. If you don't have it, you're pathetic and a loser. So they literally base everything off that, and they know nothing else. So it's literally, it is just a whole bunch of guys that have been raised wrong and never really didn't have a good male figure to look up to, or to be their or to be the, what's that called, to be their mentor. So it's a lack on a few things going on. But alrighty then, guys, so I am almost at my destination. I'm just trying to park, which some people are kind of rushing me. And then once okay, there, I got that parked. I like to back up usually whenever I park, just because, dude, I tell you, it's so much easier to back up in a parking space, because when you back up in a parking space, homie, is that people stop around you and let you actually go up. Even if they're rushing you a bit, they still let you park. They still give you space to park. All right. And then when you leave out, dude, you're just pulling out, so you don't need to look up and everything. And people trying to be crazy, more people are willing to stop if you're pulling out than you backing up. But alrighty then, guy, with that big red triangle in the way, the Illuminati-ness going on, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and hopefully, maybe, you'll learn to love the Kellhound. You all take care now.